Hey guys, and welcome back. This is CourseAHE.com. Find us wherever you want on social media. We're pretty much everywhere. And today we are pretty much 7 hours away. 12 for exactly right now, 7 hours to 7:30 p.m. where the Suns take on the Lakers. Now, now you might be asking by the title, by the image of the thumbnail of the YouTube video, Daily Motion video, or even Rumble video, why am I making this about the Phoenix Suns and Lakers only? It comes no shock that if everybody's on my Twitter feed just looking for play-by-play action of the first game, or if you're just catching up and you're seeing that the Suns actually beat the Lakers 99-90, and there's a lot that happened in that game. I mean, a lot. From Devin Booker outscoring both Anthony Davis and LeBron James combined to what was called a dirty shot by Chris Paul to LeBron James, which suffered in a shoulder injury, and then a stinger injury that happened to Chris Paul, or what was announced during the game, a right shoulder contusion. So that's what I want to talk about. Here's the thing. First of all, before we get into this, if you're watching this on a stream platform like YouTube, like Rumble, like Dailymotion, or IGTV, or any of those platforms, here's the thing. On a screen right now, you'll see an image, and we're giving away exclusive content right now. You can either sign up for the newsletter by putting in your name, last name, or your email, or if you want the better option, click down below in the description. Here's why. If you click, you can actually look at our Elite exclusive membership, a membership of which you can get 4 exclusive content articles per month, 4 exclusive coupons tailored to what you like, sent directly to you in your email, no one else. And you get all these perks. You can comment on whatever you want. You can do anything you want. Meaning we'll send you personal emails when these posts are up. And you even get 2 free newsletters included. The main one on Sunday mornings, and then the product ones on Friday mornings. So yeah, really cool opportunity. You get your first month at 99 cents. And then from there it's only $3 per month after that. Which is a great deal if you think about it, because companies like ESPN is charging you $6 for content. When the majority of our content is free, this stuff is where you're getting the NBA Insider. And trust me, having that $6 subscription for ESPN is not the greatest thing in the world. Trust me. So get started right now. First month, 99 cents. Get all the exclusive stuff. Be on the inside the NBA. And just have basketball exclusive stuff. Alright. So, Suns Lakers. First game was at 12:30 p.m. on Sunday, where the Suns went for about 3 hours and just played amazing defense, amazing offense. You saw it in Devin Booker when he scored 34 points and DeAndre Ayton with 21. Chris Paul, he was funky that game due to injury, but the Suns won by 9. It was great winning that first game. That game 1 feeling was amazing. That's something to secure. However, and this is an important however, when you're playing someone like the Lakers, who have gone down in the first game against the Rockets and Trailblazers, I believe, they came back and they stomped them for the win. Like, they torched them. I don't believe it's going to be that outcome for this series, not by far. But I do believe that they need to keep their antenna up. Like, meaning, and that might sound weird, but basically what I'm trying to say is here, they just need to keep, high alert. They need to make sure that they're able to contain LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Because here's the thing, they're not going to both combine for 31 points again. LeBron and AD is not going to play the same way. They're going to be attacking the basket. They're going to be getting their way in. And playoff Braun is going to be getting very, very aggressive. Same with Anthony Davis. They just need that one spark and they're off. So, here's the thing about the Suns. When we cover this on courtheat.com, you can find that article for free, non-exclusive, because we saw it be a great recap of the game. So, yeah, basically, the Suns need to change and adapt. I mean, they can't run the same stuff they're running in for the first game. They need to make sure that Chris Paul is able to space the floor, facilitate how he does, and just be the same player he's been day in and day out. Even with this arm injury, shoulder injury, stinger, whatever you want to call it, you have to make sure that you're not feeding into a trap that LeBron James and the Lakers are setting. And that might be very broad and weird, but here's the thing. The Lakers will go down 0-1, but they're still going to make it a series. You're not going to be able to blow them out this game. It's just not going to happen. They're going to play smarter defense, harder basketball, and they're going to try to open back up the court. It's not going to be KCP missing every single free-pointer while open, or THT missing jumpers or free-point shots. No, it's not going to be any of that. It's not going to be how easy Booker's going to be able to get to the line. No, these two guys are going to be able to fill the lane. So this means that the Suns have to be able to open the court. They have to get Jay Crowder, it's one or two. Then you got to get Booker. You got to get everyone involved. Even Bridges. Because you cannot underestimate the Lakers going into game one. You have to play hard and you have to play smart. And the Lakers, if they get on a run, let's just say they get a 10-point run, that's going to kill you. That's going to kill your momentum. So even though you have the momentum on your side, the Lakers always know how to figure a way out, especially when they have a goal in mind. And that goal is to make it past this round, then the next round, then to the NBA Finals, correct? So, here's the thing. Suns, I don't believe the Suns are going to be having Booker going off for 34 points and outscoring both AD and LeBron. Here's what I think is going to happen. LeBron's going to get a triple-double tonight, right? He's probably going to go off like 21, 10, 11, just making up numbers, right? And then AD is going to be that guy in the paint, dunking, getting every single rebound, making life miserable for the Suns on both ends of the court. That's what's going to happen. That's what we've seen before. But we also got to remember with Anthony Davis, his playing style is not limited like Jokic. Which is funny because Jokic and him have the same height, not the same build or anything like that. I'm not comparing them by build or playing style. But I'm just saying, if you take them by their categorized position, like as a big man, AD is more like skilled. He can hit three-pointers, he can hit fadeaways, he can hit long-range twos. Jokic cannot hit three-pointers. So it's not like you're playing the Nuggets, right? So in that perspective, even if you're able to contain Anthony Davis on the inside, he's still going to try to kick it out to the outside. Not saying he's going to go LeBron James style from half court. No, I'm not applying that at all. But I'm saying is, if he's a good catch and shoot. And it's very odd to say about him, but one-on-one, gold. You just get him a few feet, like 3 feet, 2 feet, even 1 feet. I'm telling you, he's gonna be able to do some damage. So here's how I would play him. I would get Dario Saric, DeAndre Ayton, or even Crowder on him. Why? Because it's like the same height. It's kind of like the same build. DeAndre Ayton has the same build like Anthony Davis. Height may vary just by a few inches, but here's the thing. Ayton will be able to block him down. Will be able to lock him up. Meaning, it's not going to be like you have Mikal Bridges on him. It's like you have Bridges on him and he's just scoring whenever. Here's a really good one. It's not like you have Andre Drummond on DeAndre Ayton, who played so bad and was able to wield his way through for 10 for 11 for 21 points until Drummond was subbed out. It's not going to be like that. And will fight for that ball and will be more aggressive, try to get the steal. Not how we see Chris Paul do it, but we'll see him try to get Anthony Davis to pick up his dribble, reconsider his options, try to kick it out to someone along the wing or along the arc. Right? So, and that's where everybody comes into play. And you may have Anthony Davis figured out, and that's great. Let's just say they do try to run the rotations with DeAndre and Crowder, just using those two names real quick. You still have the problem of LeBron. And you can say whatever you want about LeBron, but the problem is LeBron is huge. He has athletic abilities of like strength, agility, quickness. The dude can throw down whenever he likes. So here's the problem. You just can't have let's just say you have Devin Booker or Chris Paul. No, so what you have to do is you can't have one guy just on him. You're either gonna, because you have one guy, if you just have one guy on him, if he's up too close to you, he'll make a move, cut it right towards the basket. But if you're standing, let's just say you're standing 2 or 3 feet away from him, trying to cover his cut to the baseline or whatever, that's a problem. He'll just sink it right in front of you. He'll rise up and take that jumper all day. Right, so it's like one of those things. So how you have to play is you need to have a guy. So you need to have 2 guys. You need a defender right in front of him, either coming up or just a little bit behind, trying to neutralize him. But if LeBron tries to make a cut towards the basket, that's when you bring in that help for the second guy. So you need to have 2 defenders. It's how it's going to work. So Anthony Davis gets 1 defender, LeBron gets 2. Because if you have 2 defenders on LeBron, it'll make his chances more hard. It will make it more unlikely depending who you put on him. If you put Chris Paul and potentially Sargic, just using him as a big man, or Crowder, or just another big man, so you have the big man in the paint, right? You have playing like his zone coverage, like just using as an example, and then you just have someone right up on LeBron. Then if LeBron tries to make a move, then you have that second guy. So it's a little bit more of a challenge, because if LeBron wanted to, and if it was one-on-one, he could burn him, he can shoot it, he could do whatever he wants. Because this man knows how to dribble, he knows how to shoot. And he has quickness for days and strength for days. So you have to look at like, if he's going to be physical with you, you have to be physical back. So it's like you cannot be lax. If you're lax on LeBron James, he'll make a 10 to 15 point run. And if you think I'm kidding, they've done it before. And if you think I'm kidding that the Suns make a run for 10, 15 points, let's just even say they're up by 20. It wouldn't even matter. LeBron James would just go back into his hybrid mode and just torch them. We've seen it happen before. We've seen it happen last year. We've seen it happen when he was with Miami, with the Big Three, when he's with the Cavs. When the 2016 NBA Finals happened, and it was just him, Kyrie, and Kevin Love, make no mistake, LeBron James put the Cavaliers on his back in his first and second run. That's just what he's done. That's what he's been doing for the past 16 years, if I'm not mistaken. Despite the man being 36 years old, he's not aging. He's not aging. It just doesn't work that way for him, because the guy just never ages. It's not like, he's just not aging, because a guy 36 years old should still not be moving the way LeBron James moves, meaning he should not be attacking the basket that hard and still pulling half-court shots. That to me is just insane, and that to me is like a beast and something you have to conquer. And for the Suns, they have the pieces. It's not like the Nuggets against the Lakers with or without Jamal Murray. Because here's the thing. The Suns have a better chance of defeating the Lakers than the Nuggets do. Because you could talk about Jokic, you could talk about Aaron Gordon, you can talk about even potentially Jamal Murray. That's not going to stop Anthony Davis nor LeBron James. It has failed, it's been proven to failed, to never work, correct? But with the Suns, they have a better chance because they have players that are quick, that are skilled, that are strong, that they have the right big man, but also have the right head coach, right? So it's one of those things you have to pick and choose carefully. Remember what I said earlier when I said it was going to be a team effort? Not only do you have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, but you have a bench. What I mean by that, everybody forgets when you have two main stars in there how critical the bench is. But why do I say how critical they are? Alex Caruso is good. He's a good bench player. When LeBron subs out, or AD subs out, and he's in the game, he'll give a few good moments. He'll be making good shots, good passes. He'll be on a mini run right there. Because he's the one putting up 10 points per game consistently. KCP, another good one. Despite his faults in game one, he's an exceptional shooter and whatnot. He can shoot it from the arc. He can make 3-point shots. He can hit it from the wing. His shooting is one of his best abilities that he can do. If there was a known attribute about him, a known skill, it would be shooting. Because he's done it before. And he's not the type of player to score 20 or 30 points per game consistently. But he's able to launch a few 3-point shots. He's able to do the things, get down, and just help space out the court. And that's a problem because here's the thing. If people are focused too much on LeBron James and Anthony Davis, they may take their eyes off of THT, KCP, or Caruso. Just using those three guys. You're going to have a problem. We're going to start leaving guys open. And that was one of the disadvantages, one of the mistakes that the Suns made so often in Game 1. They left KCP open. He missed every single shot that was wide open. And now it's shame on them because they would have been winning. Same goes, and that's just one prime thing. Same goes for everybody else who had an off game there, right? Andre Drummond has just not played well either. That is just a very known fact. Andre Drummond has not turned out the way the Lakers hoped, and he showed in Game 1. Sure, you could say it was off game, but you're guarding DeAndre Ayton majority of the time, correct? So you let him go 10 for 11 and 21 points. When they had to sub Drummond out because of how bad the matchup was with him and Ayton. And Drummond's not a bad basketball player. He can't do a free throw to save his life, but defensively, he's good. He can block, rebound, assist when needed. Either in the perimeter, paint, wing, whatever, right? I'm not saying he's going to be the guy that's going to be matching up Devin Booker, no. I'm saying he's going to be the big man that's able to plug up like around the area, around the court, making sure no one's driving to the basket successfully. But it was just a poor showing for him. And that's where DeAndre Ayton really shined at. And that was one of the weaknesses that the Lakers had. The Suns have made a huge mistake, and they better correct it. Don't leave anybody open. Because they're lucky nobody capitalized on his open shot. No one was hitting anything. It was bricks or air balls. Right? And that was a problem. And they need to fix that problem. Because I promise you, tonight at 7:30 p.m. Arizona time, when we're playing our last game at home at Phoenix, LeBron, Anthony Davis, their bench, whoever's not going to make the same mistakes. They're going to perfect their mistakes, what they did. They're going to learn from it. Then they're going to hone in and say, you know what? We're going to try this kill switch now. we're just gonna torch them, burn everything on our path, and we're just going for the biggest win. And that's how it went last year. And why do I keep bringing last year? It's because what people remember and how LeBron's first postseason with the Lakers went, which was very significant, especially with Anthony Davis. So you cannot take this lightly, as I've been saying over and over again. Just, you have to be consistent. Chris Paul has to play as the playmaker, the guard. I believe he's a point guard, the way he has. Because I was talking earlier, and I was like, I was like, who would I rather have, Ricky Rubio or Chris Paul? Easy, Chris Paul. They play the same position, but one's much better. I even said potentially Ricky Rubio in his prime with Minnesota. Not even close. And I can agree with that. Why? Chris Paul is better. Chris Paul has brought so much veteran leadership to that team. They has given him so much power, so much momentum towards the postseason, before the season, and during it. It's just incredible. It was seen last season. It was seen when he was with LA. It was seen wherever he played at. And he has been one of the biggest helps to his organization. And if they actually went off of improvement on a team for MVP, he would be a running candidate, and my candidate to win. But since we're going off stats, it'll be Jokic, or if people care for Curry, right? But that's one of the benefits the Suns have. They have a really good superstar of a shooter in Booker, a really great point guard and spacer and passer in Chris Paul, that's able to see the whole court, have great awareness, able to assess a situation in game time, that moment, makes a great decision. Then you have DeAndre Ayton, who can play by the block, go into the post, go into the paint, get rebounds, and it helps. Then you have a great bench. A great bench when Devin's out, or Chris is out, or anybody's out for that matter, and you just need a quick sub in. And the one thing I love that the Phoenix Suns did was when Chris Paul went down, that did not kill their momentum. That actually drove them further, and they kept pushing on the gas pedal. But it helped when the Lakers were down and out of it. Now, both games had rough stretches. Both sides had rough goings. That's always going to happen. But the Suns are just lucky that they were not capitalizing on those open threes. And LeBron was not playing his normal self. Or we could have a totally different discussion heading into Tuesday, which is today. So, that's pretty much where we're at. So we have 7 hours till tip-off. Both teams, one's got the higher ground, one's got the low ground, but it's going to switch after today. The Lakers, win or lose, is going to be the better team in a sense because they've done this before. They're not going to lose. They're not going to go down 0-2 without putting up a fight. This is going to go down to the wire. LeBron's going to have a triple-double. Anthony Davis is going to be controlling the boards. And every shot's going to count. There's going to be a part in the game where each shot these teams make, or miss for that matter, is going to count. So let's just say Devin Booker missed a shot, but then LeBron James hits a three-pointer. Now you could be tying, winning, or losing. Right, those are your three outcomes of what can happen if you go on a cold run or a hot run on either side. And that's what you're going to have to look at. But here's the thing, you just cannot take it easy. Even if you're up by 15, what they did in Game 1 worked perfectly. They just kept going at it. They had some defensive mishaps, but it's going to happen. Let's just hope the Suns even if they lose this game, keeps their momentum intact to where we can still push. Because when we get to Los Angeles, their fans are going to be so crazy, so hyped up, that Los Angeles may have the momentum, may have the push to say, it's over. And that's where it's all going to come down. And that's pretty much it. So 2 guys on LeBron, 1 guy on AD, team effort for everyone else. It's how you're going to play. I don't know if you're going to do zone matchups. I don't know if you're going to do man-to-man. To me, you have to assess each and every play. Each possession that the team has, you have to assess. And it's a great thing about having great point guards, great players, great coaches, and everything like that. Because that's the great part about the Phoenix Suns. They have Monty Williams and they have Chris Paul. And it's worked great up to this point. And I don't see them failing anytime soon. Yeah, that is where we'll be. This was just a quick video on the Phoenix Suns. This will be anywhere real quick. If you want to see the images like on YouTube, IGTV, Daily Motion, or even Rumble, go to our streaming platforms. But if you just want to see the apologies here. But if you want to hear the audio version of this, go check us out on SoundCloud, iTunes, and wherever else you find the audio versions. Or if you just want to see both, head to courtsheat.com. We will be breaking down the game shortly after the game tonight or early tomorrow morning, as we want to get the best coverage as possible. And that goes for the other games. As we'll be releasing another video shortly, today or tomorrow, about the Bucks and Heat and our take on it. Plus, we have more predictions that may go right or may go wrong in the playoff bracket. So yeah, that's where we'll be at. Another video is supposed to be dropping soon, but this one was mainly on the Phoenix Suns and Lakers, what they can do, what the Suns can do, because this video was directed more for the Suns because we know what the Lakers can do. But this is a proving moment for the Suns, who have not been the plus for almost a decade. A little over a decade. So yeah, this is where we'll be at. Remember, you guys can find us on twitter.com/courtsheat, instagram.com/courtsheatNBA. Remember, out of all of our different social media handles, courtsheatNBA was the only one that we decided to be different. So remember, courtsheatNBA for Instagram.com. Remember, Facebook.com/courtsheat, Tumblr.com/courtsheat, Facebook.com/courtsheat, DailyMotion.com/courtsheat, YouTube.com/courtsheat, courtsheat.com for the regular, for the mothership, for the mainstream, everything. You can find highlight videos, breaking news, in-depth articles, free or exclusive. And remember, click the links down below to see and to register for that membership, because so many people are benefiting off this membership, already being an insider without going to with all the political stuff, just basketball stuff on topics that you love every Friday, Sunday, and any day of the week. Well, we'll see you on the next video and when we break down this game tomorrow.